And let's just take a closer dive for you on some of the data coming through. The Fox News election analyst Bill Hemmer has been crunching the numbers and looking into the possible paths to 270 for both Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
It was about 400,000 raw votes outstanding. So how does this map fill in? We just saw it a moment ago when the last dump came in that condensed the lead a little bit. Joe Biden over Donald Trump now is down to about 79,000 votes. I know you know that the White House has been making the case now for almost 22 hours that Arizona was still in play and that they would come back and win this state. Well, let's look at it right now and see whether or not that's possible. This is Phoenix and Maricopa County. Here's Tucson down here near the Mexican border. The Trump campaign believes throughout the entire state there's enough votes to make up the difference that I just mentioned of 79,000 plus when you throw in the additional votes that I just mentioned. Where do you get those? Well, you get a high vote number here at 75%. You pop on down here at 63%, just east of Phoenix. You're at 65, 66%. In fact, just a moment ago, there's a congressional race in this part of Arizona that just flipped from the Democratic lead to the Republican lead. Whether or not that holds, we cannot say, but that was a flip a moment ago. Schweiker running there out there in Congress. This really is... this is the mother lode. This is Maricopa County. It is Phoenix. Is where you find the greater majority of votes in Arizona. At the moment, Sean, Joe Biden about 47% percentage-wise. You still have about 17% of the vote still outstanding in Maricopa. How's that going to break? We know how the Trump team is arguing it. What about Joe Biden? He's doing very well in Maricopa County so far in this election. This Tucson down here in Pima County, this is a bit expected, 2-1, the Democrat over Joe Biden over Donald Trump. Bit more expected, but the Maricopa vote really is kind of a flip from 4 years ago. I'll just show you what it was in 2016. Donald Trump won the county, just about by 40,000 votes, but still enough to win that state. Coming back to 2020, and we'll see how this fills in throughout the night. But Maricopa County really is something to keep an eye on throughout the night. We'll see whether or not the case can be made for the White House to argue that Arizona really is still in play with 11 electoral votes on the line. Nevada, you're not going to get a call tonight. We were told by the Secretary of State's office a few hours ago, noon Eastern, 9 in Las Vegas, we'll start to see the votes trickle in there. Joe Biden with an 8,000 vote lead now over Donald Trump as the rest of America tucks it in. So we'll come back and visit that one more time. The Trump team feels good about North Carolina, and their words earlier today, they felt confident in it. I'll pop down here to Georgia and see what's happening tonight here. You've got about a 1-point lead, 0.8% now for Trump over Biden. Just about all the vote is in, 2% still outstanding. And where that comes from depends now. You know, this is Atlanta, all the metro counties around Atlanta. That's where you go if you're a Democratic candidate to find votes in Georgia this year and for many years. And we'll see whether or not that holds up. I can tell you that the Trump team earlier today said they feel good about Georgia. It's closer than they would like. However, they feel good about retaining it. Just to give you an update here up in PA. So this is Pennsylvania. You have 11% of the votes still outstanding. You got a lead here, 51-48, let's call it at the moment. But what happens out here in Pittsburgh, a lot of the votes right now in Allegheny County are accounted for. But Philadelphia is a different matter here in those collar counties around Philly. They're going to start filling in yet again. But really, this is, if you're a Democrat, if you're Joe Biden, this is where you win races in Philadelphia. Is it 457,000 votes? He's probably got another 100,000 to gain, and we'll see, what the court cases follow and what happens after that, how all the counting goes. I can give you one more, Sean, if you want it. It's, 9:20 in the evening here. Joe Biden's at 264 electoral votes. If he were to get Nevada tomorrow, perhaps that would that would put him over the finish line for 270 if you keep everything where it is right now. Donald Trump's got some traction to make up here. That would include Alaska, Nevada, holding Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania.
And you can see on the strap there that we are expecting more results to start coming through in Georgia and Arizona. Officials in Georgia are now saying they're expecting to have a result for that state between midnight and 3 a.m. East Coast time in the United States. It's almost 10 p.m. there now, so just a couple of hours away for that one. So we will, of course, bring you all of the developments as we get them here on Sky News.